I'm back from lunch. And hopefully I'll be able to finish this game today.
Aren't you ashamed to show your face to me?
Lady Rosa? Should we go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
Well, we'll just have to find out. You said you'd lead the way.
Stick close to me. Let's go. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
Well, be careful not to fall into the water. Those servants might think there's a water sprite crawling out of their cellar.
Watch your tongue, so this water sprite doesn't drag you under.
What, in this gully? It'd hardly come up to my heart. Backside.
Why don't you give it a try, eh?
I like how most of the NPCs have lanterns, and yet I've never found one.
Oof, that startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my God!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up.
What?
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I can't swim myself. But it's quite shallow water. You'll see.
Shallow or not, would you seriously let a lady wade waist deep in cold water?
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. Well, you said it was hardly... Is that how you carry a lady, you oaf?
Well, don't complain. No one ever taught me how to do it.
And it shows. Oof. Be careful.
It's just a short way.
Oof. Well, you could have been gentler, but I suppose I should be glad you got me here in one piece.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Berghoff's garrison at Malashov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
You're right. We have to get rid of them. But maybe it can be done without violence. I'll go and see who they are and what to do about them. Right. Here we go.
Wait a moment. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
What? Are you crazy? You can't climb such a height.
Oh, don't worry. I've been climbing up there ever since I was a little girl.
But they'll see you.
No, they won't. I'll be round the corner before they have a chance. There's a wooden balustrade there all the way to the window. It's like climbing a ladder.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
All right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well. You're trespassing. This place belongs to the House of Ruthard.
You're wrong, friend. The Ruthards have finished in this town. We own the place now.
What are you gonna do about it, fucker?
I'm gonna bash your face in.
Rosa? Could you... Rosa!
You're an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
I'm all you...
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
What a mess.
Little pigs! Little pigs! Let me... That's...
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece. Rosa?
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
That's nice. But no one can get back my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. Some of them are maybe worth more than this entire place.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father? even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy.
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
If our plans succeed and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I haven't given it much thought yet.
You don't want to get your hopes up.
That too. But if you actually do rob the Royal Mint, we'll also be suspects. We'll have to flee from here. Possibly for good.
It's such a shame. I'll actually miss you.
Is that so? Well, I'll miss you too.
But if you're safer that way, then it's probably for the best.
There's nothing left here anyway. Just look around. Oh well, there's no use in crying over spilled milk. Ziska's herd will be here tomorrow. I'd like to get some sleep before then. Would you please leave me alone?
All right. I'll keep watch downstairs.
What about Vabak? You were supposed to go and see him today.
I was, but that was before we knew what to expect here. I can't leave you alone now, so it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Thank you. And you get some sleep too, so you're rested up for it.
They take off my stuff? They did. Hang on, did I not have a coif for this? What? That's ridiculous.
They left no stone unturned. Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look. I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice shot. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mint Master's key.
Well, that's pretty close.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I have my ways.
All right then. Keep your secrets.
What are you doing here?
I could be asking you the same thing. But I've got a different question. How much did they pay you to tell them about the Mint?
Vivak was stealing from the town.
And I could happily continue if you weren't such an honest idiot. Instead of which, I was almost caught and hanged. Fanush, Milosh, come here. Defend yourself. Or don't. At least it'll be easier.
Go fuck yourself!
Gross.
Ugh. Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak. Wherever you are.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our city.
the Sedlets Monastery was founded, the city has...
You and whose army? I'll snap you like a Twinkie, poor son.
Careful!
Good morning. Aye, the baths are open.
I'd like you to give me a good scrub and take care of my clothes, please.
As you wish. You have the coin, don't you?
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You'll find exactly what you're looking for in my baths. Well, you shouldn't be out here alone like that. Awful things have been happening here.
Magic hands like you do.
Magic hands, you say?
Careful.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
God be with you.
I'll say. But if you'd like to stretch your back or think back on Trotsky, I'm certain you could find a suitable branch to hang yourself on.
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vivek has disappeared. I found the key in his house, but I also met Christina Pisek there. He tried to kill me.
Good thing he didn't succeed. How did that end up?
He's dead.
At least he won't rat on us.
The main thing was to get the key, and we did. What's worse is that we don't have anyone inside the court. Well, can't be helped. Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg Underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so they left à l'anglaise.
But you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can, and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you'd better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Rutard's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
I'm gonna go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian court. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Rutard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this mine gallery.
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellars. Christian of Pisek confirmed it.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones, scraps, slops.
Oh, wonderful. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different colour.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade?
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
You'd better hold your nose and look before your feet when you enter.
All right then. I'll try. It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
I told him I'd rather go with you.
You made the right choice. Brabant would have talked your head off.
Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start. Let us go. That smell. Ugh. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. And it's bloody slippery. Ugh. The nerve of Jiska and Dry Devil. I give them coin, and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
You won't scare me. I'm not a child.
You are scared shitless, I can tell. Ugh, that stench. Well, well, well. Somebody stashed some shunt down here.
better than having your arms broken.
Oi, that sounds different. We have it.
This is not Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time ago.
Am I imagining things?
What are you doing here?
Sitting around, twiddling our thumbs.
Is it not obvious? They are stealing from your Christian brothers.
Can't you be honest and steal from the living?
Why? Folks line up to buy these miraculous relics.
But that's sacrilege.
And what about selling indulgences? That's outright simony.
Who'd you sell the relics to?
We stay clear of selling. What if someone recognized their grandfather's thumb? That could be awkward.
Lennox, the gravedigger from Sedlet, sells them for us. It seems more trustworthy coming from him.
I know Lennox. Do you work for him?
We bring him what we find, and he gives us something in return. I'm sure he's waiting for us now.
And he'll be waiting for a long time.
How come?
We hid behind the altar. Then we broke in here at night, when the church was closed.
We were gonna wait a while before we got to work. Then we heard a loud noise.
Someone was a bit too keen and closed the lid of the crypt.
So, we're kinda trapped here.
You can pass through the Ruthar Palace. If you keep going down the corridor through the crypt, you'll come out right in the kitchen.
That's not a bad plan. I heard the place is empty.
Nearly empty. But if you do not tell anyone about us, we will keep quiet about your relic business. What do you say?
Deal.
And thanks.
Honestly, that's not that far away.
Ah, Newsom, Newsom.
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Lorette's.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine, and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said Pozzo has a band of soldiers with him. Wouldn't it be better if we all went?
And leave this place unguarded? That's too risky. Someone has to keep watch in case any uninvited guests come snooping around.
That stands to reason. We cannot leave Sebeldam alone.
Oh. All right then.
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. But I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the Devil, Janosch, Kubienka, and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
I was hoping you'd be coming with us in the morning. That's a shame.
Don't get me started on that. It can't still be dangerous for me, can it? I mean, it's been some time since our escape from Malashov. And von Bergov is locked up in Sukdol. Well, at least I'll get a good night's sleep.
Just you wait. The real trouble will only erupt after we pull off that robbery.
True enough. But I'd still rather go with you. The only entertainment I have here is looking at the pretty girls and listening to Brabant's incredible adventures. Both of which can be entertaining, of course, up to a point.
I'll trade places with you in a heartbeat.
Oh? What's the matter? Are you scared?
No. But I don't want to leave Rosa and Catherine alone. With Brabant.
Well, well. Is our Henry a little jealous?
What are you on about?
Nothing. Just saying. So, you and Henry are brothers?
Be careful. It's not safe here.
I don't know where Catherine went. Yep, I knew it. I knew that when these two come up out of the cellar, they would get immediately killed.
They didn't get far. I didn't help them much.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
What? That is so long ago.
Have you settled in here? A priest in such a den of iniquity?
Well, I've seen worse. Compared to the trust...
Can we go to Loretz now?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow, while it's still dark, understand?
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh? Il cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare.
Why isn't this translated for us like German?
Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non cuer... Vos nos... Vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazio. Ita. Ragazio. Can you cut it short? Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Ah! Fucking hell! Andiamo! Forza! After them! They mustn't get away!
Great.
Stai attento! Stai attento! Più veloce! Ti ucciderò!
Go!
Stai attento! Puttana! Stai attento! Stai attento! Puttana scappò! Figlio di puttana! Stai attento!
Go! Fate qualcosa! Forza! Più veloce!
Got him.
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no?
Yeah.
Not sure about this, though, eh? Who's keeping these roads? No one looks after them, you know.
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along.
Oh, I didn't get him.
Then he's surprised.
Per amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla. Misericordiosa Vergine Maria. Cosa vi Vergine Maria?
Curva non gambe!
Aiuto!
Right, let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał.
Nic mu nie jest, jest lekko otumaniony. No przecież lekko dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox! You are going straight to hell for that.
Kurwa, do diabła, tylko nie to.
That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish ass.
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them, or their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me?
Why?
I mean, I thought this was gonna be a better plan anyways.
Because you're the legate now.
Like, Godwin can speak. No one knows what we look like.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we going to do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his Legate Act fools the Church Council. It's too late to back out now.
Well, maybe it'll be better this way. I wasn't sure the legate wouldn't betray us anyway. I trust Godwin a lot more.
Sure, I trust him too, but not so much his language skills.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed. Our business here is concluded.
Are you going back to Ruthar Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them, and hope we don't all end up on the gallows. We still have some time, so if there's something you need to do elsewhere, feel free. I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands. This is the last chance to tie up loose ends. Are you sure?
No reason to waste time.
What the hell? Why is there?
I'm always glad to see polite people.
I'm sorry.
It's filthy again.
I apologize.
Taking their time again.
Was möchtest du?
What's going on around here?
Well, I do not know. Aber was soll's. I have this problem with this one vagrant woman.
A woman, you say?
Yeah, das stimmt. A woman. She just showed up here and started making trouble for me.
Is she stealing, or what?
Nein, worse than that. My wife thinks I'm having an affair with her.
Don't tell me you were rolling in the hay with some filthy beggar.
Nein, natürlich nicht. Aber vielleicht. My old woman saw us talking by the hay bale and took it the wrong way. Or maybe it looked like I was feeling her up from a distance. Ich weiß es nicht.
Ah, I understand. So you want me to help you get rid of her?
Was? Nein. I mean, I do not know. Actually, just forget I said anything.
Are you sure?
Ja. Leave it be.
All right. Suit yourself.
If you're a good craftsman, try asking at the construction site. Krishan was looking for some laborers here recently.
And where might I find this Krishan?
Ist hier in der Festung. In the local fortress. You'll find him easily enough. He is a mountain of a man. Zum Abschluss, I have some advice for you. It isn't easy to talk about this, but you should hear it. A bunch of blackguards from the Hungarian camp have occupied an abandoned barn not far from here. They rob and steal. Nothing sacred to them. And they've even killed a couple of people.
I came across him. A complete massacre it was.
Tja, und wer weiß, if they even buried the poor lad. Diese verdammten ungarischen Teufelskerle. Am besten, if you simply keep away from the place.
I know who you're talking about, but why doesn't the local bailiff do anything?
Because even though they are certainly deserters, they still wear Hungarian colors, and the people here are scared to...
Wie geht's?
What's going on?
If you're a Christian,
and where is in Summa, it isn't a band, a rock.
Okay.
Tja, am besten...
I know. Are you begging here?
No, I'm waiting here for my prince to come. He should be here any moment now with his entourage to take me away.
Well, it's good you still have a sense of humor left.
Well, that's about all I have left. As you can see, I'm not exactly faring all that well lately.
Few people are these days. I'm Henry.
Margaret, wait, I know you. Of course. You helped me get out of that locked shed. Do you remember?
From a shed?
At the mill. You saved me
I
from
thought
the
I
miller.
recognized
That
her.
was you. I didn't recognize you at all.
What a coincidence. It's a small world, isn't it?
Not a chance.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just now I know why you were locked up there. The miller told me what happened. How you robbed him there.
No.
That old man brought the catchpole, and they wanted to blame it all on me. I had to lie. Such a sin.
I'm really sorry about that, Henry. I apologize. I didn't want you to get into any trouble.
Oh, aye. You just used me so you could get away.
There was nothing else I could do. I had to rob him. Please, let me explain. I didn't do it for myself.
Let's hear it then. Why did you rob him?
I had a very good friend, Aneshka. We served together in that mill you saved me from, but then something horrible happened. The miller couldn't keep his hands off her, but she kept refusing him, except for one time. In short, that pig got her pregnant.
That bastard!
And that's not all. As soon as the miller found out, he was really angry at her. He said he's not going to support another hungry mouth, and he drove Aneshka out of the mill, even though she was with child.
Sounds like a real bastard.
The poor girl had nowhere to go, so she slept in the woods. I tried to help her. I brought her food, but it was clear we couldn't go on like that. So we came up with a plan. I'd flee the mill and follow her, and on the way, I'd take the miller's coin. But he caught me.
And I was daft enough to help you get away.
I'm sorry I lied to you, but there was no time to explain it.
All right, then you took the coin to Aneshka. But I still don't understand why you're begging here. Where's the money? Where's Aneshka?
They're both gone. This gang attacked me on the way. They took everything I had, and I don't remember much after that. But I woke up in an old herbalist's home. That kind soul saved me and helped me get back on my feet. It took weeks.
It's a good thing we have those herbalists. Something similar happened to me. And Aneshka?
I don't know where she is. I couldn't find her where she used to sleep. I have to find a proper pile of coin, and I'll go and look for her. I'm fond of her, and I don't want her to have to raise that child herself.
Well, that'll be hard. I've never met anybody who made such a pile by begging.
It's the best I can do by myself. But now that you're here, Maybe you could help me. I might just know where to find such a sum, and you could make some coin too.
But wouldn't it be better if you found some job? It'd certainly bring you more than these arms.
Do you think I haven't tried? But things always end up the same. I didn't exactly endear myself to the master of the house, so he beat me and threw me out. So if I have to choose between going to whore myself in some baths, being beaten up, or begging for alms, I'll take the alms.
What's your plan?
I want to rob a certain merchant in Kuttenberg. I can't sleep when I think about what he did and how he got away with it.
So what did he do?
He poisoned his wife to marry a younger woman and get her fat dowry. And no one will ever be able to prove it, and he'll never face punishment because no one knows about it. Except me. But we can hoodwink him together, so he'll be happy to pay us. If you throw your lot in with me, I'll explain everything to you.
How do you know he killed someone?
Because
I don't
he
believe
got
her at
that
all.
deadly poison he gave her to drink from that herbalist who was taking care of me. He just strolled in there one day and threatened to burn the hut down with us in it if she wouldn't make one for him. What could the poor woman do?
What poison was it? Every healer can tell when someone's been poisoned.
Not with this one. That's what made it so clever. I don't know what it's called, but she said there aren't many people who know how to brew it. The herbalist told me she made it weaker on purpose, but it still was enough to kill that woman.
Well, you'll have to give me a better idea of your plan before I agree to anything. What do you want to do?
He killed her for money, so I want to steal it from him. Just like every bloke, he's a whoremonger and his new wife found out about it. Now I've heard she's made his life a living hell, so he won't even say a word to another woman. And we'll make use of that. I'll go to him and tell him I'm expecting his child. And he'll be glad to pay, so I'll disappear and won't destroy his marriage and his reputation.
Well, why would he believe you? He'll know you're pretending.
That's where you come in. I've heard there's some decoction or potion that puts a person to sleep. We'll pour it in his drink and make it look like he got drunk and I spent a passionate night with him. He won't remember anything, and what's more, he won't want any trouble at home.
Hey, if he has coin, why don't we just rob him, eh?
That's not a good idea. Trust me, I've thought this over. He won't have that much money on him outside, and he has a guard at home. If he thinks it's all his own mess, he'll give us the money himself. And what's more, he won't turn us in. That'd destroy his reputation as a respected merchant.
Listen, I've been through a lot, and this is the craziest plan I've ever heard. In the best case, they'll catch you. In the worst case, they'll right out kill you. I'll give you the money you need. And give my greetings to Aneshka and the baby.
My God, are you serious? May God pay you back 1,000 times, Henry. I knew you were a fellow with a golden heart. Thank you. You've saved 2 girls and 1 child from a life of poverty.
Uh-huh. I kind of want to follow her. She could be taking me to Aneshka. But at the same time, I don't care enough. I can't do that right now? What do you mean I can't do that right now? Huh?
I'd have to split
split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Sure, but where could I find a decent apprentice?
Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking for help, but they're never good enough for you.
I don't want some good-for-nothing in my house. I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders, and most importantly, doesn't drink.
You're no saint yourself, but the answer's obvious. Drink together. That way, you'll keep an eye on the lad, and you'll even have someone to carry you home.
I can't do anything with him. I think the game didn't expect me to be out here. I think it really actually expected me to just... Oh god. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because everything is prepared and I doubt I can leave. Yeah. So because I teleported myself out, it kind of fucked everything up. Oh well, I only missed 1 or 2 quests.
Bonars!